New York City's Lower East Side. Famous for hot pastrami piled high on rye, kosher pickles, and steaming knishes.
This is probably the last place you'd think you'd find an artisan specializing in Italian food, but Il Laboratorio Del Gelato churns out some of the most sublime gelati in all of New York City. And this guy is not even Italian, but he's got ice cream churning in his blood, and that's the key to making a perfect gelato.
John Snyder is no stranger to gelato, Italy's answer to ice cream. Gelato has less butterfat and less air than ice cream, but it's creamy in texture and intense in flavor. John learned the craft of ice cream making while working in his family's Carvel ice cream store. Inspired by the gelato he tasted in Italy, he created his own line of gourmet gelato and called it Ciao Bella. Today, in what he likes to call his lab, John experiments with flavors like chestnut, ginger, kiwi, and black sesame. For gelato, this is uncharted territory.
So what kind of gelato are we going to make today?
We're going to do an apple calvados with caramel.
Starting with?
Starting with apples. We add a little ascorbic acid, a little vitamin C.
For what?
It retards the browning of the apple. Really just a touch. There we go.
And then?
And then we're just dice them. We don't really want an apple sauce, but close.
It's going to go raw? You're not going to cook these at all?
I'm not going to cook them at all.
Wow, very cool.
It's about perfect.
The raw is intriguing. I would have guessed that we would be cooking them, but I guess this gives it that nice acidity.
It does. It gives it some acidity.
Cool.
And if you cook them, they'll be soft. So you get a little bite in the ice cream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We add a little calvados, which is an apple liqueur. It helps with the consistency of the ice cream, and you also you taste a little bit of that liqueur, which is nice.
A lot, a little, a cup, a gallon?
A little, a lot. I don't know. We'll see.
Now what do we do?
Well, let's just give this a little stir.
Right. So the apple mixture, the calvados, and then that's it for gelato.
Right. Well, we're going to add that to our mixture, which is a milk, cream, and sugar base.
And that all goes in the batch freezer?
That all goes together. It gets mixed up in 10, 15 minutes.
We're good.
We're good. Yeah.
Let's make some gelato. All right, so all the apples go in first, then we pour in the whole batch of the cream mixture.
That's right.
So how much will this make? How many orders?
It'll make about 4 gallons of gelato.
All right, so the batch goes on. How long does it take to churn it into ice cream?
Maybe about 10 minutes, 12 minutes at tops.
Fast.
Yeah. There's a delicate point where you want it extracted from the machine.
Where it goes, and then after which, if it churned too long, what would happen? It would turn into buttery?
Well, it could do that. You have to watch for that, but it'll also compromise the machine. It'll freeze up on us in the machine. So we have to watch it at the end there.
Oh.
There we go. To check this once in a while for density, for weight. It's still a little fluffy. The air goes into it, and then we have to try and get it out, and that's by making it colder. So why don't you give that a try?
I'd say that's perfect, but you like it a little denser?
Well, I gotta try it now.
Not yet.
A few moments.
It looks really good. It tastes really good.
Nice, right?
So now, it's the right texture.
Yes.
To assemble the bucket, we're going to put the gelato in.
We're going to put layers of the gelato, and you're going to help me out by pouring some caramel after each layer.
So now we're layering this in to create what kind of effect?
Well, it's kind of a marbling effect with the caramel.
If we'd put this in all at once, it would just become a caramel flavored
Exactly.
calvados gelato.
Exactly.
I got you.
Okay, why don't you give that a try?
Oh man. First thing is the creaminess. The second thing is the apples. The third thing, you definitely get that calvados without it being real boozy, but just that kind of very ethereal, excellent, unbelievable flavor.
It's subtle, but it's
It is amazing. That is a perfect frozen treat.
I think so.
Mm.